the fans and the factor of emotion for Burlington may not be as big as has been against, say, a Stoneham. Stoneham had maybe a handful of people in the stands. I think tonight Wakefield will have a little bit more of a turnout, and they're used to this environment. So I think the environment itself will not help Burlington that much, but with the seniors' last game, hopefully they'll try to pull it through.
We're just moments away from the opening kickoff, and next up from Burlington High School's varsity field is our national anthem.
Day.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. The national anthem is admirably played by our Burlington High School marching band, and we're just moments away from the opening kickoff here at Varsity Field in Burlington. Paul Giovanello, the special teams captain, out with Mark Stratty and Mark LeBlanc, the Red Devils captains. They'll be joined out there on the far side of the field by the Wakefield captain, Stephen McGuire. Of course, you have tonight's sleeper factor.
The sleeper factor, Dan. One of the things I mentioned down on the field is the fact that Wakefield coach Ray Bogus has no wins and 4 losses against Burlington. That means his seniors have never beaten the Red Devils, and I think that's a factor that's going to come into play tonight. Also, for Burlington, it's the seniors' last home game, and the Red Devils will use that emotion to try to get a big win tonight.
Burlington is dressed in their home red uniforms. Wakefield comes over in their silver pants, white shirts, silver helmets. Stephen, an absolutely gorgeous night for football. What does the national weather forecast have to bring tonight?
Well, Dan, I'll tell you, it sounds like I've been redundant, but I haven't been. It is an absolutely beautiful night. Sitting right now, I ask myself, is it November? The temperature right now at kickoff is 70 degrees. The wind is out of the south-southwest at 10 miles an hour and potentially will be gusting to 25. The humidity is at 48%. The field is very dry downstairs. Barometer at 30.05 and steady. The sun set just under 2 hours ago, and the field's very dry. As I mentioned, it's a grass surface, and in November thus far, Dan, we've only gotten 24 hundredths of an inch of rain, so not too much rain. The field's not too wet, and the forecast from the National Weather Service keeps the lows in the mid-60s. It's going to be very mild. That southwest wind will continue to blow 10 to 20 miles an hour. Another beautiful sunset tonight, Dan, and an absolutely great Southern New England evening for high school football.
Well, Wakefield has won the toss. They will elect to receive. They'll be defending the goal to our left. I guess we call that, correction, our right. I guess we call that the south end zone as we look at Burlington High School's varsity field. Burlington will be in the north end zone defending the goal to our left as we bring you the television telecast from our folks here at Burlington Cable Access Television. I'd like to just take this moment while we have it, Stephen, to thank our great crew this year. We've had some great football games, but more importantly, I think the people of the community of Burlington have been treated to a fine job by a bunch of people who aren't going to get a whole lot of recognition. They hear Stephen and I each week, but the people behind the scenes, and we've had a bunch of them. I'm going to compile the list at halftime, make sure we mention all of them. But more importantly, tonight, Burlington High School Pride shows in the middle of varsity field. It's alumni field here at Burlington. Alumni night, and we hope to see a lot of our friends that have been both football players and students at Burlington High School as we make our way down during halftime.
Certainly, Dan, this is almost like a homecoming for Burlington. It's good to see a night like this take place.
Number 9, Conley, and number 22, Farrell, back deep to receive the kickoff of Matt Gordon. The excitement is back here again, Stephen. We took a week off, but we're just moments away from varsity football action on BCAD. Gordon's foot goes into the ball, high end over end kick coming up short, where it's bobbled there, but picked up by the up back, number 29, and he's just swarmed under there. Kyle Lawrence, number 48, the first Red Devil on the spot. And we'd like to apologize if we're a little slow tonight. I would have to say that the Wakefield Athletic Department has to make a little bit of adjustment in the rosters they send to the visiting teams. For the people from Wakefield who may get a copy of this tape and watch it, we apologize if we can't find numbers. They've given us an alphabetical roster by class, so trying to find certain students might be a little bit difficult for us tonight. We apologize for any inconveniences to the Wakefield people. On first down, Murphy is the quarterback. He's wearing number 12, has Conley and Shevlin behind him. The motion man is number 31 coming left to right. Here's a deep handoff to Conley, number 9, bounces off one tackle, goes inside, spins off another and gets out to the 35-yard line, where he's brought down by Paul Giovanello for the Red Devils.
Well, they came out that time, Dan, set in a flex bone formation, and they sent the man in motion. Basically what that is they have the up back, and it's a wishbone without the other guy. Well, and that Z-back, the slot back, was split out and went back into motion.
Well, to be quite honest, Stephen, the first mistake of the night was made by number 9 is Shevlin. He was the ball carrier on first down, gaining 7, second down and 3. Once again, Shevlin and Conley at the backs. In motion is number 31. We'll try to find out who he is. Here's the deep handoff to Shevlin, right side. Oh, correction, make that Conley. Right tackle, doesn't gain a whole lot. Michael D'Agostino, 44, there for the Red Devils to make sure that he goes no further.
Again, they're coming out in that flex bone formation. They're bringing that one split out, coming down. Now, I think one thing to look for here, Dan, is they're going to send that guy into motion, and what they're going to do is instead of having him extend past the quarterback, they're going to bring him down on the outside defensive end and try to pitch to go to the outside. Look for that here, Dan.
Third down, once again, Shevlin is a deep back, Conley up back. Here's a quarterback keeper by Murphy. On a quiet count, it looked like, and he gets out to the 39-yard line. He'll have a first down with Joe Costantino, number 78. The nose tackle for the Red Devils makes the stop.
Well, I think Coach McGuire was mentioning, too, the fact that they were not set. The Red Devil front defensive line was not set. Real quick count, first down for Wakefield.
It's 1st and 10, ball just shy of the Wakefield's own 40-yard line. It's wide to the left is number 22, Jason Farrell. Once again, the backs are now split. Here's motion. Here's Conley. He got a quick jump, but he's got nowhere. 41-yard line at best. Conley is tackled there at the bottom of the pile by number 11, Jay Capozzi.
I think one thing to look for that they're going to be trying to set up, Dan, is the is that dive option. What they did is they just had the setback strong to the left, and I think he was trying to give it to him on a dive, but I think they're going to run that dive option. That's something to look for, where the defensive end is going to have to come in and come down and make the quarterback make a decision.
So once again, wide to the right goes number 21. That's Sheeran. I formation now behind Murphy on second down and a long 9. Quick pitch to Shevlin, left side. In the backfield, LeBlanc runs him out of bounds. He's helped there by 47 Yavanian, but that play fooled nobody. Well scouted by the Burlington
Well, I'll tell you,
coaching
it's
staff.
certainly very well scouted, and also just an excellent defensive end play. And credit to Rick Arena, the defensive coordinator, for coaching his defensive ends the way he does. They're taught to stay home and to not go with motion and to contain outside in. big thing to look for here, Dan, Wakefield does not have a great quarterback. They're not a great passing team, and when they need to throw the ball, it's going to be either a screen or a swing pass to their excellent running backs.
Wide to the right is number 22, Farrell. I formation now. Shevlin the deep back, Conley the up back. Tight formation now by the tight ends. On 3rd down and 14, in motion is number 31, Callahan. Back to pass, Murphy. Rolls to his right, throwing down the field, but Callahan, and it's just over his hands. He was open at the Burlington 37-yard line. Ryan Contreras throws his hands up as if to say something was wrong there, because him and Brian Stebbins had Callahan a step behind them. But nonetheless, the pass was overthrown, incomplete, and it's 4th down.
Again, that's one of the things I mentioned, Dan, is if they have a good passer, that play is very effective. Thing that is unfortunate for Burlington that they're going to try to fix. That guy was open. He had 2 or 3 steps on the defensive back, and the big factor for Burlington is they're going to have to force Wakefield to throw the football, and they're uncomfortable doing that.
So on 4th down, the punter is number 22, Sheeran. His ball is kicked wide to the right, takes a big bounce where Contreras picks up his own 20. He goes to the 22, runs into his own blocker, and he's brought down there.
Flag back here, Dan. Flag back here, downfield. Well, and Todd Carroll seems to be clapping, and I think it's going to be a personal foul against Wakefield.
Well, the one thing that Todd Carroll is, he's a very intelligent young man, and you know, we have a personal foul against Wakefield. There's 15 more to that return.
Let me add this, Dan, and I'll try not to be as critical as I have been in the past, but Wakefield came out. They were very fired up. They had a lot to say in terms of not let's go us, but in terms of negative against Burlington. That chippiness, that talkiness, those little things like that really hurt your football team. There's no place for it in any sport, especially football, because it costs your team 15 yards. And that's something that, coaching-wise, I mentioned Burlington has done very well all season, and that's something that they have to be very smart tonight not to respond to any of that chippiness and any of that tough stuff. Burlington's got the ball inside the 30.
No. Don't get too excited here, Stephen. And by the way, I spoke with Paul Doobie, a member of the Eastern Mass Officials Association. You have a class scheduled with him next week to go over a couple of the rule interpretations that you brought up on TV. Paul is saying, let Steven spend a little time with me. We're going to take care of him.
I know.
That's a personal foul. Wakefield will be forced to punt it over again. Number 22 is Jason Farrell. He'll handle the punt. Back deep is Contreras in the blank. They're at now their own 35-yard line. Ball is snapped now. He puts his foot into it. Low line drive. Kind of wobbles out to the right. Big hop. Contreras picks up at his own 40. 45, steps inside, gets over midfield, and he's hurtled down there on a nice tackle there. He kind of grabbed him around the back with his shoulder pads and brought him down. Number 56, Eno. That's Mark Eno made the tackle. Burlington has excellent field position on their first possession at the Wakefield 48-yard line.
Much better field position, Dan, and certainly that's something that Burlington's got to be happy about. You know, the penalty paid off, and for the Red Devils to take it certainly helps out.
1st down and 10. The Red Devils come out now. They're in a single back situation. That is Stebbins. They are going to shift out of this. LeBlanc goes wide left. Stebbins, Giovanello wide right. McGowan tight end left side. Single setback is Killian. Gordon calling signals on 1st down. Goes straight back to pass. Looking. Throws, and the ball is deflected at the line of scrimmage by number 57 from Wakefield, Robert Dubont. And it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Good job. And one of the big things, Wakefield comes out, they run a classic 5-3 defense, 3 linebackers and 2 defensive ends that are standing up. That defense is very effective against the pass if you have the athletes to do it, Dan.
Burlington's out in a 4-barrel offense. Now they go back to a traditional I formation. Tight end McGowan left side, wide right, Richardson slot right is Stebbins. On 2nd and 10, LeBlanc left side. LeBlanc is going nowhere on this play as he's stopped by the interior of that Wakefield defense. Down at the bottom of the pile, twisting LeBlanc's ankle, is number 31. And we have to find him on our roster here. Number 31 for Wakefield.
Is nameless.
Brian Callanan. Okay. So Callanan makes the stop. It's 3rd down and about 11 for the Red Devils. LeBlanc actually lost a yard his first carry. They come out of the huddle. Paul Giovanello gets his instructions as well as Stebbins does. There is some confusion. Now the Red Devils shift. They're in a 4-barrel offense. Tight end Giovanello left side. 3 men to the right. Single setback Killian on 3rd and 11. Here's Gordon now, straight back to pass, straight drop back, looking, throwing over the middle to LeBlanc, is caught at the 31-yard line, and he brings it inside the 25.
Great pass by Matt Gordon, just threw a rocket. And what I was going to mention to you, Dan, one of the big things that I noticed in the warm-ups, and especially just now before they run that play, was number 20 for Wakefield is a small defensive back. And to be honest with you, he doesn't look very athletic. I don't mean to be too critical of him, but putting him up against a kid like LeBlanc, they're going man coverage, man up, head up, and we'll have to see if that burns Wakefield or not.
1st and 10 at the 26, back to pass, Gordon, pump fake, inside handoff, Killian, lots of room, breaks a tackle, and gets inside the 20 to the 18-yard line, where number 35, that's Darren Conley, made the stop, or else I think Killian was headed for the end zone.
Well, that's a good play. That's what that is all it is a good pump fake, handoff, gets the defensive backs thinking a little bit, and nice play call for Burlington. They're inside the 20-yard line. Thus far, Wakefield has not sent a linebacker, so we'll have to see what they do here if they blitz or not.
2nd down and 3 amigos to the right. Richardson, Stebbins, and LeBlanc. A single setback. Here's Killian left side, steps inside. Gets down to the 19. He was hit a little bit late on the play, but down at the bottom of the pile is number 31. That's Brian Callanan. We're going to remember his name because we're going to be saying that name a lot tonight. He's made a lot of tackles so far. Killian gains 1 where it's going to be 3rd down and a long 2.
Again, the defensive back on the play, number 20, Chapman. He was the guy covering LeBlanc, and I can guarantee you they're going to come back to LeBlanc here, I would think.
3rd down and 3. LeBlanc lines up as a single setback at this point. The other Red Devils will shift once. On 3rd and 3, back to pass, looking. Here's a throw to LeBlanc behind him as Gordon had some pressure on him by number 35, Conley. And he quickly got rid of it behind him, and it was incomplete.
Well, this is 2 down. This is certainly 2 down territory. And what Wakefield did that time is they sent their inside linebacker on a blitz. No one blocked them. And nothing you can do there for Burlington offensively.
4th down and 3. The ball rests on the 19-yard line. They have to get to about the 17 for a 1st down. So it's a long 3 yards.
That's the blitz we were talking about, Dan, that I think Wakefield needs to do to be effective against Burlington's passing game.
Wide left, Giovanello. Wide right, Stebbins. Tight end McGowan, right side. Backs are split behind Killian on 4th down and about 3. Collins signals. Movement now. Back to pass. Quick pitch left side. LeBlanc has it. LeBlanc goes for the stick and gets a 1st down inside the 14-yard line.
Again, they're sending that linebacker. And you know what's kind of interesting, but it's not the best. It's not a good technique, and it's something that's going to absolutely wear down their middle linebacker. Is it 35 or is it 53 who's the middle linebacker?
35
Conley. He's made some good plays, but I can guarantee you by the end of this football game, he's going to be exhausted. All that bouncing and dancing and stuff, it's supposed to intimidate the quarterback, but against a well-coached team, it doesn't do anything. So I would look for him, the exhaustion factor start to set in on him, and I watch for a slant to LeBlanc here, Dan.
1st and 10 at the 14. Wide right, LeBlanc. Back to pass, looking, throw. There's your slant. It's complete! LeBlanc somehow held on that ball. He got clotheslined there by number 20, Chapman, as he made the catch at the 5-yard line.
Well, the only reason I would say that, Dan, is because number 20 has been weak on the coverage, Chapman, and that middle of the field is opening up, and all they're doing is they're sending the other receiver who's split out with him. They're just having him do a hook that opens up that zone. That linebacker is not getting back there in time, and just a very well-thrown ball for a 1st down for the Red Devils. Switch to the power I here,
2nd down and 1. Again, D'Agostino in the game. Quick pitch left is LeBlanc. Left steps inside, dives, touchdown!
Great play call. Burlington came out. They were set in that power I to the right. They shifted power I left. The linebackers for Wakefield got a little bit confused. They went for the toss to the outside. Great block on the play by D'Agostino to hook the defensive end, and the Red Devils go up 6-0 with 3:24 to go here, Dan.
Great drive by the Red Devils, 48 yards, 8 plays. The big one, of course, Gordon to LeBlanc, and a nice job there on the running out in front by Mike D'Agostino. You know when he's in the game, what he's there for. He certainly earned his keep on that one there.
Great play.
Here's Kevin Beener out of the hold of Capozzi. The snapper is McGee. Bad snap, ball down, kicks up, and it is good. So as the teams head out to the field here at Varsity Field in Burlington with 3:24 left for the first quarter of play. The Burlington Red Devils 7 and
credit, Dan, to Jacob Posey for an excellent hold. The snap was a little bit low, a little bit squiggly. Jacob Posey, that's why he's there. The holder has one of the best sets of hands and some of the best concentration on the football field. Did a really nice job getting the ball, putting it down on the tee. Kevin Vina, again, money in the bank, and the Red Devils go up 7-0.
Yeah, the main surprise to me was having been a couple years I spent around football. Speaking of alumni, Remy Brunega, former kicker from Burlington, back when your brother Patrick played. I used to spend a lot of time watching him kicking. The amazing part about it is the kicker is on a strict time play. That ball snapped, he's counting, he's going. He doesn't care what the holder does there. And on that play there, Posey got the ball, he got it over there as though the ball had not been snapped somewhat poorly. Posey did a good job, and it did not interrupt the
flow of the kick.
The flow of Mr. Vina. So, good job by the Red Devils. Rep 7-0. Gordon's back to kick it off. Back deep for Wakefield is number 22. And believe it or not, folks, we're doing a better job with the numbers here. Number 22 is Jason Farrell. I'd like to thank Mrs. Farrell, who is up here telling me how to say Jason Adam O'Yorka. In case he's on to take a field goal later on, she helped us with all the pronunciations. And we thank her very much. Here's Gordon. Squib kick off the hand of number 20. That's Chapman. Chapman goes to left. He's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line. The Red Devil special teams, number 35. That's Segul. 35 is Bobby Segul making the stop here for the Red Devils. If you're here at Varsity Field tonight, you would have noticed all the parents wearing their players' either away jerseys or
some sort of attire that represents who their son is.
Something like that. I noticed that the Seguls, though, had both the shirts on. Mrs. Segul had Bobby's, I think Mrs. had Brian's on. So on a first down and 10, once again, they come with that offset eye.
Flex bone.
Offset eye, as Gino Gil Santos called it. Here's Conley, right side, a fullback. Takes the handoff. He gets up over the 45 to the 46-yard line. Nice play by the Warriors as all the Red Devils were chasing Shevlin, who had faked to his left.
Again, just a really good play offensively. A little bit of deception there in the backfield. Burlington's linebackers need to be careful. They need to read. They got to be careful not to read the tailback. They have to read the fullback on that play.
First down and 10. Wakefield at their own 45-yard line. Once again, offset eye. Conley is the up back. Shevlin the deep back. On first down and 10. Here's a deep handoff. Shevlin. They're waiting for Shevlin. Right side, 1 yard, and that's it. Todd Carroll, 59. 57 is Mark Stratty. And down the bottom of the pile is 34. Correction, 35. Bobby Segul making the stop. So good job by the Red Devil defense on first down. It'll be second down and 10.
I would look here for the dive option here, Dan. That really would be something that they're trying to set up. We'll have to see what happens.
Second down and 10. Once they come out now, Wakefield does. Wide left goes number 22, Farrell. I formation, offset eye behind Shevlin in motion, number 20, Chapman. He turns and gives to Conley. No fake. Here's Shevlin right side. Dives out over the 47 to the 48-yard line, where for the Red Devils, number 57, Mark Stratty makes the stop.
Again, a little bit of deception. They're going to. Quarterback's not a great faker. Who is the quarterback?
Murphy. Mike Murphy. He's been here for 3 years, though, so he does have some experience.
Thank you. I didn't mean to be rude, Dan, but I didn't know who he was.
That's okay. Michael Murphy, he's a senior, 5'10", 170 pounds. His third year as a starter for the Warriors. Third down and a long 7. In motion now, Chapman. Here's Shevlin left side. Lots of room. Goes outside. Good block by Chapman. Tries to make the move, and Brian Stebbins brings him down. But not after Shevlin gets into Red Devil territory and a first down at the Burlington 39-yard line.
Well, I think the Burlington coaches are saying it. A monster clip on that play, Dan.
Monster clip? Is that like any different from any other clip?
Yes, Dan. Okay. It's a blatant clip that's not called.
All I saw was a great block by Chapman downfield to seal that cornerback, pushing to the outside, and Stebbins going from safety position to make the stop. First down and 10, wide right is number 22, Farrell. Again, offset eye behind Murphy. Here's Conley inside. Conley bounces off of one, bounces off of Capozzi on his feet, and inside the 30 to the 28-yard line, where it was number 8, Brian Stebbins once again. And right now, if you're Sean McGuire, you're not too happy with Brian Stebbins and Bobby Segul, your defensive backs, making the tackles.
No, well, it's not so much the fact of the lack of tackle. It shouldn't be when you know when your defensive backs are your leading tacklers, then you know that the line's not doing the job. So we'll have to see what Burlington does if they go to a split 6 or not.
The Red Devil defense awaits Wakefield on 1st down and 10 at the Burlington 27-yard line. Backs are now split. Here's movement by Conley Shevlin there as well. You know, Conley's awfully quick off the ball.
Yeah,
he dives forward for about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
I'd watch that. I'm sure that's going to get called eventually.
It did the Belmont game. It took us 3 quarters to get the word down to the officials, but finally they caught Mr. Sinclair for jumping. 2nd down and 7. Murphy returns to the huddle. He has his information from Coach Ray Bogus. We're down within 15 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Wide to the left is Sheeran, Kevin Sheeran, number 21. Tight formation, high formation again behind Murphy.
Power.
Murphy, deep handoff. Shevlin, nothing. No go there. 24, Mark LeBlanc. First there, helped out by Paul Giovanello. And the Red Devils have stopped Shevlin for about a 1-yard loss.
And that's the quarter.
So that'll wrap up the first quarter of play from Varsity Field in Burlington. The score, the Burlington Red Devils 7 and the Wakefield Warriors 0.
Well, pretty solid first quarter for Burlington. Went right down the field. They got the balls at the Wakefield 47-yard line. Drove right downfield. Excellent passing by Matt Gordon, who, before that drive, needed 154 yards. I'd say just about now needs about 130 or so to go over the 1,000-yard passing mark for the season, Dan.
And of course, the funny part about it is you talk about records. Records are made to be broken, Steve. We talked in the pregame. He's about 450 yards shy of the single-season passing yardage mark held by, what was that kid's name?
I don't know. I think I know him, though.
It's truly Mr. Steve McGuire. So Matt Gordon closing in on the mark, and more importantly, the Red Devils closing in, challenging for the Middlesex League title.
I think one thing to look for here, Wakefield's gone power, power, power. Now, a few things to look for. Power pass, play action to the tailback. Last time on a 3rd down and long, they went straight right back to the power. So we'll have to see what they do. Maybe toss to the outside is an option and try to hook the end and get downfield.
You know, I hate to be sounding redundant once again, but you know, I don't have a lot of faith in Mr. Bogus and some of the things they run. You know, they've run a very, very predictable offense the past couple of 3 years.
Yeah.
They've got the 2 big horses in Conley and Shevlin. You know, they're good to use, but you know, I hate to compare them, but they're
Against
very
a better
vanilla.
coach team, Dan.
They're very vanilla.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're with Belmont in our last telecast, we saw a lot of multiple sets, multiple formations in play. So here we go. 3rd down, long 7, high formation behind Shevlin. Here's Murphy on a play action face, back to pass, throwing, and it's up and it's incomplete. Where Contreras was the defending Burlington Red Devils, intended for number 21, Kevin Sheeran, and it's now 4th down and 7.
There's that power pass we were talking about, Dan. Good play action, fake, and just a little bit too high.
We mentioned his name just a while ago, Jason Adam Yokora. No, what's it? Adam. I'm going to have trouble with this name. Jason Adam Jason, number 26 for Wakefield, is on to attempt a field goal.
41
yards. It's a 40-yard field goal out of the hold of Murphy. Now, something might be happening here.
Watch the fake.
But I watched Jason in the pregame warm-ups, and he's got one fine foot. So
thing is, too, the holder is the starting quarterback, so that's somebody to look for.
Snap, ball down, kick is up, and it is well short and wide to the left. So the Burlington Red Devil defense once again is held.
And that's something, Dan, that is very impressive for Burlington. That's what they need to do. Again, you know, you brought up a good point. And yeah, Dan, you brought up a good point. They are very predictable, and I hate to say it because it's such an exciting night for the parents, and it's such a big crowd. But it is kind of a blasé start here, Dan. It's a little bit above the Melrose game.
Please, we don't want to go back to.
But I mean,
there's certain things you move forward on.
It's quiet.
That's Jason Adamo Yorka, who missed the 40-yard field goal. He's got to find I formation now behind Gordon. It says 4th down on the far side. We know it's 1st down and 10. Here's LeBlanc, steps inside, runs out over a few people, and gets out of the 25, out to about the 29-yard line. We're at the bottom of the pile for Wakefield is number 64. a 6'2", 235-pound junior tackle, Mr. Sibley. And we're working on it here, folks.
They get second down at 6 for the Red Devils.
62, Sibley is his name, Thomas Sibley. So second down and make it 6 as LeBlanc gained 4. I formation, right, left side. He goes, bounces off a 1. Flag down
That's
somewhere.
in the area of holding.
As the official quickly threw it in the middle of the pile. Although when he threw it, the only person who was there, I guess somebody with a red shirt was there as well. So LeBlanc gained 3 on the play. I cannot imagine them not taking this penalty. Holding against Burlington. It backs up to their own 21-yard line, where it will be second down and 14. Quite frankly, I'm surprised Sean came out and didn't throw the ball in that opening part of that drive because of the fact of how successful they were on their first drive.
I would say they go back to it, and still 20 is covering LeBlanc, and that's not a good matchup for Wakefield.
4-barrel offense, single setback Killian. On second down and 10, back to pass. Gordon in trouble, steps up, fires over the middle and gets his receiver. Oh, now the official's saying no, he didn't make the catch.
No, this near side official is saying that he caught it. Yep, the pass was caught.
No, it wasn't. They're bringing it back incomplete.
Oh, the official on the near side of the field saw it better, Dan.
Well, I don't know if I can go with that. That official was 35 yards away from the ball, and the other official was 15 yards away from the ball, Stephen.
Wow, that's a bad call.
The worst part about it is, one, there was no conference by the officials.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I think Sean's looking for. There's no conference there. They could at least talk to each other, see if one saw something different. Third down and 14, single setback. Killian, 3 amigos to the right.
Wakefield's got some major
confusion. Back to pass, looking, throwing out to the sideline, but LeBlanc is caught for a first down.
What a great catch. Wakefield was totally confused defensively. They had 4 guys, almost like a basketball defense, making a 4 square to try to cover him. What all LeBlanc did is he was in the middle of the field. He did an out and up. Matty did a nice job to avoid the rush, throw a bullet. You have one area to throw that ball. It's either you need to put it up and lead him downfield, or you have to throw a bullet right in the middle of that defensive backfield between the up guys, and he just threw a rocket.
And throw a bullet he did. 21-yard gain, and it's first down.
Okay, we're going to see that one again here, Dan. Basically, all that happened is that LeBlanc comes downfield. He's in the middle of the 3 receivers, does a quick out and up, and Matty just put that ball where no one else could catch it except LeBlanc. LeBlanc made a fabulous catch, and the Red Devils get a big first down just inside, or just outside their own 40-yard line.
So it's first down and 10 at their 41-yard line. Wakefield take time out. They have to do something, Stephen, to try to stop this Burlington passing attack.
I would look for Burlington to possibly go to the no huddle, Dan. They've done it all season, well, a little bit this season, and I think that's something that Coach McGuire would like to see because of the fact that Wakefield is a little bit tired and they're a little bit slow.
So on first down and 10, Matty Gordon returns to the Red Devil huddle. 8 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the first half of play. Burlington on top, 7-0. Mark LeBlanc going in from 5 yards out at the 3:24 mark of the first period of play. Kevin Venus' kick is the 7th point for the Devils. So 3 amigos to the left. Wakefield is confused on the 3-man formation. Back to pass, rushes on, throws up middle of the field. He is bumped there.
Oh,
Sean's halfway out there. Now, there's no excuse for that. Brian Stebbins was running a flank post pattern.
Wow.
And number 20, Chapman, stepped in front of him and bumped him, clearly stopping his progress, and there's no flag on the play.
Wow, what a terrible non-call. I mean, how can you not call that? I think maybe the only justification was the fact that the ball was a little bit high, but I give credit to Matt Gordon for throwing the ball away, but he does have to be careful of throwing that ball high and up over the middle like that. That's interception territory when you do that.
First down, make it second down and 10 on the incompletion. Once again, the Red Devils stay with the 3 amigos. Wide right is Richardson, wide left LeBlanc, slot left is Stebbins. McGowan's lined up on the left side as a tight end, single setback Killian. Back to pass, draw play, Killian steps inside and doesn't get away from the nose tackle number 31, Callanan, who makes the stop before till you can get going.
Well, you know what, too, Dan, is Wakefield's changed coverages on LeBlanc. They put number 22 out there as opposed to number 20. And that's a smart move for them. They saw that weakness in the fact that he was getting burned.
We give credit to Sean McGuire. He goes right back, throws the ball to Stebbins.
Yeah.
One thing that come out of that Woburn game last week, a big game for Brian Stebbins, and some of the Red Devils receivers starting to establish themselves to take some of the heat off of the other players. So on third down, LeBlanc goes slot left. Richardson and Stebbins there as well. McGowan's on the right side on third down and 9. Here comes the blitz, back to pass Gordon. Gordon throws, Richardson caught, first down, spins off a one tackle, and he's knocked down at the 46-yard line of Wakefield by number 14. We have him here on our chart, Stephen. Darkangelo. Christopher Darkangelo, one of the linebackers.
Again, lots of credit to Dan Richardson, who threw a great ball. I'm sorry, he did not throw the ball. He caught
a great ball.
I'm saying credit to Richardson for knowing where the first down marker is, and Matt Gordon is starting to have a career night once again, Dan.
First down and 10 at the 46 of Wakefield. I formation behind Gordon. On first down, LeBlanc left side, gets a block, gets to the outside, and he's inside Wakefield's 35-yard line for another Red Devil first down.
Nice job by LeBlanc. Also a very good complementary running play in terms of going off. An excellent block up front by John Killian, who did an excellent job. And again, Burlington just pounding right at him, gets another first down. They're complementing the run with the pass, mixing things up well here. I'm getting a little fired up, sorry. Ball resting at the Wakefield 35.
First down and 10 from the 35, the Red Devils with 7:24 left in the first half of play. Send Stebbins to the left. Double tight end situation, I formation behind Gordon. On first down and 10, inside handoff. No, it's a fake, it's a pitch. LeBlanc, he's going to fall on it at the Wakefield 46-yard line. Losing about 11 on the play.
Well, you know what's unfortunate, too, is that's a great play. That was a great play, and that looked like it was going to really get to the outside. Mark LeBlanc just got to hang on to that ball.
That's what I think you call a twice-a-gamer.
Yeah, I know, Dan, exactly. You know what it was? They've been setting that play up the whole first half, and that's a touchdown if that's run well.
That it is, Stephen. Well, I wouldn't say it's a touchdown. Every play is going to be a touchdown if you run it properly, right?
Correct, Dan. What's wrong?
Left to see it last week.
It's a great
Second down and make it 20. Single setback. Richardson to the left, Stebbins right. Back to pass Gordon. Here comes the rush. Nice block up front. Throwing out of the pocket. McGowan, the big tight end. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line by Shevlin. First catch of the evening for Sean McGowan.
That play was designed to have Gordon roll out to the right. He had plenty of time to throw the ball. Technique-wise, he's an excellent quarterback. He squared up his left shoulder, threw a rocket right in there. McGowan ran a great pattern, and he's just got such big hands to envelop that ball, Dan, and make it third down and 5.
Envelop, is that a synonym of, or one of those words that sound the same? Envelope.
Yes.
Envelop, same thing. Third down and 5. Wide right Stebbins, wide left, although he's tight, is Giovanello. Backs to split behind Gordon. Possible 2-down territory. Quick pitch, LeBlanc left side. Todd Carroll out in front. Gets a block, and LeBlanc is inside to the 25-yard line. And if the referee puts the ball where his beanbag is, that's a first down for the Red Devils. First down, LeBlanc got out of bounds at the 25-yard line, and Burlington has a fresh set of downs at first and 10.
Nice job by LeBlanc. He seemed a little bit hurt or winded. But you know what, Dan? A factor that I mentioned before the game about the fact that Wakefield had to control the clock. Wakefield was going to control the clock running the ball. Time of possession, Burlington is owning this football game right now, Dan.
Absolutely. LeBlanc takes a breather, comes out with 35. Bobby Segul is in as a tailback. Wide right goes Stebbins. Tight end McGowan right side. Wide left is Richardson. First down and 10. Backs to split behind Gordon. Gordon calling signals. Back to pass, looking. He throws it up for the corner of the end zone. Richardson, incomplete. Number 43.
That's interference, Dan. That is that you cannot. You got to even turn around for the ball.
Robert Cataldo was the defender. Now, let me tell you what my problem with this is, Stephen. I have a big problem because as Richardson ran his flag pattern in single coverage, great call by the Burlington coaching staff, he ran his flag pattern, and the nearest official was 25 yards back, right here on the sideline. That's where I have a problem. Sean's talking to the officials now, and
I don't know. How can you not call that? How can you not call
I'll tell you how he didn't call it. He was 25 yards behind the plate. That's where I have the fault of that play. Here's I formation, 2nd down and 10 behind Gordon. Gordon hands to LeBlanc, left side, steps inside. Not a lot of help there. As you can see, Peter Mohan trying to block his guy had turned around, was actually facing LeBlanc. LeBlanc did get it one real tough yard.
Well, you know what's so ridiculous? Well, I'm not going to harp on it and beat a dead horse here, Dan, but the fact that you cannot shield a receiver's face. The defensive back on that play didn't even turn around. So, Pepsi Burlington, I'd say they look, for McGowan here downfield.
So it's 3rd down and 9. LeBlanc and Stebbins head to the right. Richardson goes to the left. Single set back, Killian McGowan, tight end left side, now goes to the right. On 3rd down and 9, quickly Gordon calls timeout. He sees a defense there, and maybe he wants to call something different. So there's a timeout.
Smart. Well, that's the best thing to do. I mean, you have 5 for the half. I mean, that's a smart thing to do, not to rush anything that doesn't need to be rushed.
Burlington player, Peter Mohan, number 61. Happy birthday to Peter Mohan.
So timeout here for Burlington with 5:28 left here in the first half of play. The ball rests on 3rd down 9 at the 24. For you people who are wondering, it will be a 41-yard attempt for Kevin Vina should the Red Devils opt to go for a field goal on 4th down. I think that's a little bit beyond his range.
Oh, we'll have to see. I don't know.
I did say I have to make a comment here. People are watching our telecast. Eric Pastore, a former Red Devil player back in the early years. Eric's going to feel old when he hears this one, but he was kind of surprised when I mentioned that Kevin Vina had field goal range to 35 yards. That is an accurate statement. We've seen it in practice, and we've watched it in practice, so that is something that we've had the opportunity to see. 3rd down and 9.
I'd look for Wakefield to blitz here, Dan.
Hey, why not? What do they have to lose here?
The one time when Burlington did that, just ran that deep fade with a non-call on the interference, they blitzed the middle linebacker. Red Devils did a nice job of stepping up and blocking it, but it did rush Matty's pass a little bit, so we'll have to see what they do here.
Twins to the right. LeBlanc and Stebbins, single set back, Killian on 3rd down and 9. Wakefield shows blitz back to pass. They stay in it. Here's a pump. He's looking. Gordon throwing down the sideline, and it's incomplete. Intended for number 8, Brian Stebbins, as he ran the out and go, and it was defended there by number 20, Adam Chapman.
Well, Matty Gordon got rocked. Took a good shot from the backside. Good effort by Stebbins to go after the ball. Got to see what Burlington does. Again, they're in 2-down territory. Looks like they're going to go for it.
That was a nice play.
Yeah, certainly.
It was the right play, I think. You know what I mean?
What they did that time is they blitzed the outside right linebacker, but they brought him up the middle, Dan, and they're stunting their linebackers and moving people around. Wakefield into the 5-2 now. 4th
down and 9. Backs are split behind Gordon. Calling signals back to pass.
Both guys
Here
blitz.
Comes the blitz. Looking, throws it up for Richardson. It is caught. What a touchdown!
Touchdown!
Davey Richardson!
What a great catch by
There is a flag on the play.
Good spot.
It's going to be holding against Burlington. There's a second flag on the play on the far side. So I think this whole play is going to go for naught. 2 flags on the play. Wow. Greg Ganley's getting all excited here. He doesn't see the yellow markers on the play. We have holding against Burlington. We have holding against Wakefield. And they'll bring it all back. There will be a no play.
Take a look at it again here on the replay. And Matty Gordon just did a great job. Took a nice 5-step drop. The blitz came on. He threw the ball nice and high. Great catch by Richardson to turn and get into the end zone. But unfortunately, the play comes back because of the flag.
2 flags.
2 flags.
Holding against Burlington, holding against Wakefield. So they'll redo it again. 4th down and 10 from the 24-yard line. Let's see if they can create a play with as much excitement as that one had in it.
Really. I would look for them to sprint Matt Gordon out, running to his right. That's the far side of the field because Wakefield has been blitzing there.
4th down and 9. Coach Sean McGuire hopes to get the same result out of that play over bit. Ball is at the 24-yard line. Single setback is now LeBlanc. Gordon's calling signals. He goes back to pass. Rolling to his right. You had it right. Looking, throwing. Stebbins! Catches it! Saves it! Touchdown! Woohoo! Brian Stebbins, we talked about him coming on last week in the Woburn game, and I don't want to make comparison, but 2 years ago, Mark LeBlanc stepped it up in the Woburn game, had the big game the week after, and Brian Stebbins goes in from 24 yards out. You called the rollout, Stephen. You were right on that one there.
Well, Dan, I think just they needed to do that because they knew Wakefield was going to blitz and try to disrupt it. Just a great ball, again, by Matt Gordon, rolling to his right, squared up his shoulders and threw a bullet. Stebbins ran a great pattern over the middle. The big thing, Dan, about man coverage, one of the best passing routes to run against the man coverage is a crossing route because Wakefield's defensive backs or any defensive backfield gets confused. Vina set here to add the extra point on.
Here's Vina, the ball's down, kick is up, it is good. So as the teams come back upfield here at Varsity Field in Burlington with 5 minutes and 7 seconds left here in the first half of play. The score, the Burlington Red Devils 14 and the Wakefield Warriors nothing.
Just a fabulous football play offensively for Burlington that time. They needed to get the sprint out. A great block by Killian, just wrapped his man. Segul, I think, was in there also.
Oh, I'll tell you, that was good blocking strategy to get out to the outside. The blank stayed in as a blocking back. And you called it right. You called the rollout to take the pressure off of Matty Gordon. He got rocked in the play before. And it was a nice play. They rolled out, they threw it, zip, bang. And Stebbins, got the ball.
Zip, bang.
Now Stebbins caught the ball.
We're going to take a look at this on the replay again here, Dan. And watch the lead block by Stratty. Great five-step rollout, squared up his shoulders, threw a bullet. Just a nice job to get in the end zone, and just a great pattern, great play for Burlington.
Bob Hogan of the Burlington Union informs us that officially 104 yards for Matt Gordon through the air so far tonight.
50 yards away.
He's closing in on that magical 1,000-yard mark, which seems to become a habit of Burlington High School football quarterbacks.
Yes, Dan.
I mean, back in the 70s and the 80s. Although I think Sean was close to 1,000 yards his senior year, wasn't he? Or his junior year, at least.
Well, he had 1,200 his junior year and just over 1,000 his senior year.
Here's Gordon's kickoff now.
Great kick.
Coming way down over the head, and it will go in the end zone for a touchback. Matty Gordon put a nice foot in the ball.